Hello, my name is George Glass, and I am the owner of Mountain Hyperbarics based here in Durango, Colorado. Mountain Hyperbarics is a hyperbaric oxygen therapy clinic, and I am here today with John Kaness, who's retired Navy. John actually just completed a 60-session protocol using hyperbaric oxygen therapy to address two different things. One, history of traumatic brain injury, and two, treating Gulf War syndrome as well. And at this point in time, John actually wanted me to point this out, we're actually 2 months post-treatment doing this little interview for you all. John did come to us through America's Mighty Warriors Healing Our Heroes program. And John, how did you hear about America's Mighty Warriors Helping Our Heroes program?
Someone brought a flyer of yours for Mountain Hyperbarics into my wife's work and gave it to her. They knew we were going through very hard times, frustrated, looking for answers, and brought her the brochure. And inside the brochure was the information regarding America's Mighty Warriors possibly helping veterans with TBI and repairing TBI, PTSD, anxiety, and other issues.
And for you veterans out there, I just wanted to explain in a little bit more detail about what America's Mighty Warriors Healing Our Heroes program is. And this particular program allows veterans who have an honorable discharge to receive hyperbaric oxygen therapy who've been diagnosed by the VA with a traumatic brain injury, post-concussive syndrome, or PTSD. And in John's case, also Gulf War syndrome. They allowed us to treat John for that as well. And importantly for you folks out there, you veterans out there, is this program is provided by America's Mighty Warriors at no charge to you, the veteran. So having said that, how did you find out about the use of hyperbaric oxygen therapy for your injuries, John?
Originally through that flyer. I had never heard of it before, not from the VA, not from anyone. I was pretty much told at the VA that not to hit my head again, and that there was nothing they could do for the toxic exposure and destruction going on in my body.
And John, what were your personal goals and goals that you had in regards to just being able to do daily activities and that when you first came in to receive treatment?
My goals were to be able to drive again, to be able to go fishing again, living here in Colorado, to be able to go panning or hit the trail and go hiking and see some things that you can't see everywhere, and just live again. I was in 24-hour constant anxiety. I couldn't drive. I couldn't drive a freeway. I couldn't drive over 35 miles per hour or 45 max on a good day. I was having temporary, temporary lapses of consciousness, which were scary. I was jumping up when I go to sleep, right before I go to sleep, and it would take me 7 different times to try. I was jumping up the minute I wake up. I was talking in my sleep. I had fibromyalgic episodes that would last 3 days long, in which I thought I was going to die. Things were getting really bad, and so when we started this, I just had the highest of hopes, because I really thought I was going to die. I really thought I was going to die soon. I'm also diagnosed with severe osteoporosis at the time and hypertension, stage 3, which had suddenly come on the year prior. So we just had all the hope in the world that this could possibly do something. And after talking with Debbie and my wife doing a little homework and interpreting it for me, we were very anxious to begin.
Where do you think you'd be without receiving the hyperbaric oxygen therapy treatment?
In hell. encased in my body that wasn't working right. I couldn't leave the house anymore. I couldn't lift the boat. I couldn't go fishing. I couldn't focus on a project and carry it through. I was having trouble emotionally handling issues with my wife and responding appropriately. I really was worried about my marriage. I was worried about, I felt useless. And so after going through this treatment, it was like a slow-moving miracle. Every treatment, things just got better and better, and pretty soon, within 2 weeks, I was driving again, and driving on the freeway, which was unheard of. I hadn't driven the freeway for years. As the disease kept advancing, I kept withdrawing from life, and as the more and more treatments went by, feeling better each time. There was a little crud in the beginning, but that was, I guess that was the contagions we store up being pushed out. And again, in 2 weeks I was driving. Now I'm fishing again. I can lift the boat. I can focus. I'm completing tasks, and I just don't have the anxiety, the level of anxiety and depression that I was going through 24 hours a day. I sleep most nights now, not all, but I call it at least 75% better than I was. And I thought I was on death's doorstep. So for me, it's living again. I can get out there and I feel useful, and I can't tell you, I'm sure many veterans understand exactly what they wish they had back. And Agent Orange being a lot like GWS, I'm sure there's a lot of veterans out there that could use some help. This changed my life. It's now 2 months after treatment, and it's still working. I can't thank America's Mighty Warriors, Debbie, the Board of Trustees, and George for helping restore life to me. I was, it's night and day difference. And I can't tell you what it means, because I really thought I was going to die shortly before this treatment. And now I don't have that feeling. I don't have that insecurity. I don't know if I'll need follow-up. It's not like the depleted uranium's gone. It's still stuck in my bones and in my brain. But, this treatment, it could help so many veterans. I wish the VA would pick it up. I wish they would get a little more open about it. At least try the treatments, even if they don't want to write this kind of stuff down. But I guarantee this will change veterans' lives.
Thank you, John. I think you just answered 2 other questions that I had, which is great. I didn't even have to ask them. And that was whether or not you felt you reached your goals through treatment, and would you suggest that other veterans seek out this treatment for traumatic brain injury, PTSD, post-concussive syndrome. Yes, we can add in maybe potentially Agent Orange, but definitely Gulf War syndrome into that mix. But that they, get in touch with America's Mighty Warriors and the Helping Your Heroes program. And, John, I'm thankful that you found us. I'm thankful that you were able to receive this treatment through America's Mighty Warriors, and that you've gotten to where you are now, and also that we get to maintain a relationship. So it goes without saying that I really appreciate you coming in so that we can provide this information to other veterans. And just really in closing, our clinic is Mountain Hyperbarics. We're a hyperbaric oxygen therapy clinic. We're based at 100 Jenkins Ranch Road in Durango, Colorado. You can contact us at 970-880-4799 or mountainhyperbarics@gmail.com. Or at our website, you can check out some information on our website at mountainhyperbarics.com. Thanks very much. Have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you in here.
Get help.